Hello everyone, today we'll see hands-on example on class templates using C++. So let us go to the editor and write the template class. So template is the keyword used, generic type name is type, and let us write class for static array. So name of my class is myArray. Now let me declare one array for generic data type with say fixed size of 5, and now let me add few public methods to it. So first public method is at, which allows us to modify the element at the index given as a parameter. Now in this method I am actually not checking the array index bounds, so I directly write data of index is equal to item. Let me add one more method to show all the elements of this array, and because I have fixed 5 elements in my array, I'll write simple for loop where I is equal to 0 to 5, and I'll display the elements at index I separated by the space. So this is my print method. Now let us create object of this array for integer data type. So instantiation starts with name of my class myArray for the data type int, and let me declare object IARR. Let me add 5 elements in it making use of at method. Let me select random numbers for that, and let me make use of print method to display the contents of array. So let us save it, compile it with clang++, execute it. Now it works fine. Now let us instantiate another object for string data type. So class name becomes myArray in angle bracket string, and let us create object called as SARR. Similarly, let me add 5 strings in it because I instantiate SARR object for the data type string. So let me use few strings in it. Say something like C++ templates are very powerful. And again, let me make use of print method of this object SARR. So SARR.print, let us save it. Again, compile it with clang++ and run it. So it works for string also. Now let us go back and see both the methods we have defined within the body of the class. Let us see how to define it outside of the class. So class will just contain the declaration. Now let us write definition for at and print. As usual, template and type name generic, say type, that must be followed by the body of the function. So return type, here important thing is name of my class becomes my array of type, then scope resolution operator followed by name of method, and if any parameters are there. Now 2 parameters are there here, and because I am not checking any array index bounds, let me directly write the body as data of index is equal to item. Let us do the same thing for print method. So template type name type, that is required, followed by return type, then name of class is my array of type, then the scope resolution operator, name of method is print, there are no parameters for this, and because I have fixed 5 elements, let me write for loop where I is equal to 0 to 5, and I'll display all the elements separated by the space. That's it. This is just a new line. So let me save it, Let me compile it again and execute it. So this is the way of writing. Note that the name of class is myArray of type, not just myArray. Now if you see the main, both the object have fixed number of elements 5, and now if we want to modify it, yes, we can do that also. And for that, for our template, we need to pass one more parameter, int size. Note that this is called as non-type parameter or expression parameter. So this do not denote the data type, it is the non-type. So let me use that size to define the size of my array, and note that it must be provided at compile time as templates are compile time polymorphism. Let me use the same size for both the functions. Now in add function I am not checking array index bound. Now in print method, just I need to modify my for loop from I equal to 0 to size. So it is modified. Now let me make use of this size. Say for integer version, I'll just make use of 3. Let me remove two things. And for string, let it be 5. Even default arguments are also possible. So save it, compile it, and run it. So it works fine for 3 integers and 5 strings. Thank you.